So we're going to go to the East. So that's the region where Purdue's the 1 seed. We have Marquette as the 2. Kansas State is the 3. Tennessee is the 4. What is the first round matchup that you're looking forward to most in this region?
I think it's the Cinderella story, and I think it's Duke and Oral Roberts. See me wearing the Duke hoodie right here. We know what Oral Roberts did a couple years ago. I think everybody's got their eye on them. The question is, are they going to be able to continue this? They played phenomenal this year, finishing with a 30-4 record. I do even think that they should have gotten a slightly better buy-in than a 12. However, they're facing against Duke, matching up against Duke, and I think Duke knows this is a spot where if they get upset on a national stage like March Madness by a team such as Oral Roberts, I don't think they'll ever live this one down. So it's definitely a matchup I want to keep my eye on. I lean Duke here, but gosh, I could see Oral Roberts making some more magic out of nothing. So that's my favorite matchup definitely in the East is Duke and Oral Roberts, 5 and 12 seed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good one. That's one we'll definitely touch on. For me, it's going to be the 8-9 matchup between Kent State, I'm sorry, Memphis and Florida Atlantic. I'm jumping ahead region. Two teams that outside Power 5, probably two of the best Power 5, non-Power 5 teams in the whole country this year. I mean, we just saw Memphis take down Houston. Granted, no Marcus Sasser, but they also did play Houston to the buzzer a couple weeks ago. Florida Atlantic just dominated the Conference USA all year. Like, these are two teams that I really wish were not playing against each other because they'd be ones that I would definitely pick them both to win their first round matchup and then, give the 1 seed a scare because I think they're both very capable of doing so. All right, so next here. We skipped this in the first one. Who is your biggest first round upset? We just jumped to like underdog, like second weekend teams. But like out of a first round game, who's your upset prediction in the East region?
Looking at my bracket, it's got to be number 11 Providence over Kentucky. Something about Providence, just every year in these type of games, they play nitty-gritty ball. They defend the 3 very well this year. I like Providence as an upset. They might not be the biggest upset here, only 11 against a 6. A lot of people are looking at Oral Roberts, like I mentioned earlier, and Louisiana over Tennessee potentially. However, I'm going to play it safe. I like Providence over the Kentucky Wildcats, and that's my biggest upset in the East. How about you?
For me, it's that Louisiana game that you mentioned. If it's
let's go.
Think Duke, Oral Roberts, obviously big potential for an upset there. But honestly, like we saw that Oral Roberts team, as a 15 seed almost make the Elite 8 2 years ago. People are saying this team's even better. So I don't really know if they're capable of being a 12. It's almost, I feel like, so popular pick just because all the Duke haters out there.
Yeah.
That, I'm not even sure that's an upset. But yeah, the one I like, I'm going to go Louisiana over Tennessee. Without Zakai Ziegler, the Volunteers just have not been the same team. It was a team that, early in the year I liked, but then, 2 losses to Kentucky. They just haven't been playing well as of late. So I think Louisiana has a good shot at an upset, and even if Tennessee does, sneak out a win there, I don't think they're getting past Duke or Oral in the second game.
Yeah.
So. All right, and then your best, upset team or like underdog team to make the second weekend. Who do you have?
To make the second weekend, I like Michigan. They're a 7 seed, not necessarily an underdog in the spot, but I do think in this division or in this region they are being overlooked by teams such as Kansas State or even Marquette. However, that Marquette matchup, if they do beat USC, is going to be a tough round 32 matchup. Michigan against a hot Marquette team, which scares me a little bit. However, guard play wins you games. And the Michigan's guards this season have been phenomenal. They also shoot the ball at a very well clip. So I like Michigan here to make it to the second weekend. Michigan State, I'm sorry, to make it to the second weekend. They do scare me a little bit, but anytime your team's been in the tournament for 25-something years straight, I got some good faith in you. So How about you,
I
Derek?
feel like Michigan State's
Sorry.
in this position a lot.
Cut out.
I mean, people say, Tom Izzo. It's, January, February Izzo. It's not
Yep.
March, it's Izzo. So, and they were in a similar spot last year as a 7 seed playing Duke in the second round.
Yep.
Gave Blue Devils a bit of a scare. For me, I like that Memphis team that I just mentioned. I think they have a good shot to take down Purdue. Granted, I think everyone having Purdue losing is, the kind of the go-to 1 seed to bow out early. But I'm gonna go with it. I think, Memphis can put some pressure on Zach Edey, force some turnovers, and, really make Purdue's guards have to step up, which I'm not sure they're going to do. So, for me, it's Memphis or, like I aforementioned, Duke. I mean, that's a little bit more of a basic one, but I think Duke, if they beat Oral Roberts. Honestly, I'll just go with whoever wins between Duke and Oral Roberts. That's like my secondary one. Whoever wins that game is going to make the second weekend.
I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So, to wrap it up here. The favorites. Who's the one you like to make at least the Elite Eight?
It's Kansas State. It's Kansas State for me. They got in my opinion, a pretty favorable matchup against Montana State. And then they play that 6 Kentucky or that 11 Providence, whoever comes out. I think they've been one of the top teams in the country all year long. And I don't trust Kentucky right now. And like I said, I have Providence beating Kentucky. So in that matchup, I have Kansas State against Providence. I like Kansas State to advance into the second weekend. It's Kansas State for me. They're my favorite. How about you?
For me, I'm going to go Marquette. They've been a team that's kind of been slept on all year. Picked to finish, I believe it was 9th or 10th in the Big East preseason poll. Well, now they're a top 8 team in the country. Kansas State has been good, but I don't know. I think they haven't really been as great as of late. Marquette, Big East champs. I mean, sometimes it can be a little risky to pick those teams that win their conference championship just because that's a lot of games. But I think the Golden Eagles make the make the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go game by game now. Who you got?
Pick.
What's up?
Let's start with you on. No, I said I think that's the safe pick with Marquette for sure because, like you stated, with Purdue, a lot of people are writing them off early, and then Kansas State at a 3 seed is a little questionable. But I do think Marquette is the safe pick for that one. But let's start out with you on this one. Work your way down. Talk us from 1 to all the way down to 2. Talk us down.
All right, so obviously Purdue. I just think Memphis. This is almost more just because I think they match up better with some of these games in the second weekend to have these upset picks. I'm going Memphis over FAU, but I could very split on that one again. I am gonna go Duke. Like I said, Oral Roberts was a team that coming in the tournament before you see the draw, you're like, oh, okay, I want to pick them to win a game or two.
Yep.
Duke is hot right now. I like Blue Devils. Then, like I said, I'm gonna go Louisiana. I could see Tennessee squeaking out, but for now, I'm going to go Louisiana as my main upset pick. I'm going Kentucky just because that team's too talented to not win a single NCAA tournament game with Oscar Tshiebwe. Then, I'm going to go Wildcats, Kansas State. I'm going to go Michigan State and Marquette. Who do you have?
All right, so we're very similar. I'm going Purdue in the 116. Give me Memphis in the 8-9. However, I do think to highlight, I know we stated our favorite matchups, but I think that is going to be a great matchup, like you stated. 5-12, give me Duke over Oral Roberts. Give me Tennessee over Louisiana. However, I'm just as close as you are to flipping to Louisiana as you are as close to flipping to Tennessee. Give me Providence over Kentucky. That's my big upset. Then Kansas State, Michigan State, Marquette. Playing the East very safe. East and the West, you'll see, are very safe plays for me outside of Providence. But that wraps up the East, right?
Well, who's going to win the region?
Oh, to win the region? Give me Marquette. I think Marquette wins that region. Oh, no.
There's some people who aren't going to like this one for me.
Oh, no. Let's go.
Go Blue Devils, baby. They're hot. Hot in the streets. Like I said, they got a good draw. Outside of Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts is going to be a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
And I will never hear the end of it. I'll get oraled again if they win. So I'm also, like I said, I'm an Ohio State football fan, so I also, I like their basketball team. But, I mean, after that, like I said, I think even if Memphis doesn't beat Purdue and they get matched up with Purdue, I think bigs like Kyle Filipowski and Derek Lively can counteract Zach Edey.
Yes.
And, like I said, I just like them. I think they're hot. I'm going Blue Devils in the Final Four.
I like that.
You're looking for a more safe pick. I guess I'd go Marquette. But for now.
But that's a meat on the table type of play right there. I like that, Derek. Let's go.